Okay, checking that it's working fine. Still having bad connection. Okay, checking that it's working. The audio is fine. Okay, I'm going to start and just hope that I don't lose the connection. But I'm having bad connection today for some reason. Etruscan art, and as I was saying before, today I will talk about mythology at the beginning. When I'm talking about the Roman art introduction, then I will be talking about mythology. So just starting with Etruscan art. The Etruscans came to Italy about the middle of the 8th century BCE from Asia Minor. In their constructions, they have given the model to Rome, being the initiators in the use of arch and vault. Their culture is developed until the late 3rd century BCE, where they were absorbed by Rome. This is map. Architecture, temples. They built temples that later the Romans will adopt. Observatory ruins of temples and Minerva Sanctuary, Bayeux, a replica of this temple. And I was adding this before, but I think I'm going to remove it and just add this one. I'm going to keep it simple. And I just deleted something that I shouldn't have deleted. So give me a moment. About the bad connection is making me to feel nervous, but anyway. Next one, the Temple of Minerva. This one is not. It is this one. So this is the Minerva Sanctuary in Bayeux. Then what is this Bayeux? Let me check. Okay. It is the same. Cantharos and Greek gods. Funerary themes. The Cantharos have gods' faces. Tombs of Observatory. These are tombs made, excavated with cupola form or with square form. Here's this thing. And about Tom's Observatory. I'm going to put this one. And also the funerary. Not sure how to translate. Ajuar is that. I think in a good translation for that. Culture. Grave goods. Okay. Very goods. Just to respect the same translation as here. Sculpture. Sarcophagus of the spouses made of terracotta. You can see the spouses in a clean idealized figures. Sarcophagus of Lartias Seyanti. Polychromed terracotta sculpture of a live woman. Apollo of Bay. It was in a group that represented Apollo versus Hercules. Aulus Metellus Laryngatore, a bronze, very realistic, standout study of the clothes. Thinking of how to put this. Archenia horses. Tarquinia horses, part of a relief, realistic Mars of Todi, bronze with contrapposto, had a helmet and has armor. No, not that picture. This one is better. And this Apollo. Adding the two pictures just because the space. Sarcophagus of the spouses. Sarcophagus of Lartia Seyanti. And this is the Apollo of Bay. L'arringatore. Tarquinia horses and Mars. This picture is very good, but not space in that. Mars. Tarquinia horses. Body. Just a moment because connection is working bad again. I get pause in my own stream and I don't know if it's working fine or not. And I just wouldn't like to finish the stream and then discover that the video is paused all the time. Hello Suzy, my stream is working fine for you or I'm paused? For me, I have the stream opened in my phone, but it is all the time getting paused, so I don't know if for other people it will also be paused all the time or not. So it is working fine for you? Are you there? It is not working for you? I'm talking. So I think it is not working fine for you also. I just don't know. I have the feeling that I'm doing this and I'm going to be paused all the time. I'm still... Okay. I restart again my Twitch in the phone and I continue, but I think it's going very bad. I should have finished at the truth counts in like half an hour, but I'm wasting time with the connection. Chimera of Arezzo, very realistic. This is the chimera that Bellerophon had to kill. Capitoline wolf, it is the wolf that care about Romulus and Remulus. The children are from centuries later. This is the chimera, but let's see. This one is the one I want to use. This one is also very nice. I'm going to use both. Chimera of Arezzo and the Capitoline wolf. Capitoline Wolf. The children were added in the Baroque times, if I remember well. I think it was Bernini who made them. Okay, next one. Painting. Tomb of the Augurs represents the Augurs or priests doing a funerary ritual. Tomb of the Bulls, the principal scene is Achilles seeing Troilo. Tomb of Hunting and Fishing, daily scenes. And Tomb of the Baron is a priestess doing a ritual, maybe. It is probably a priestess doing a ritual. I think this is better. Tomb of the Seal, a banquet. Tomb of the Triclinium, a banquet. Tomb of the Roaring Lions, cows sold by the lions. Tomb of the Leopards, you can see here leopards and a man playing the harp. So this is the tombs. I'm not going to add pictures of all of them, just a few. I add this just in case, but let's see. First, Tomb of the Augurs. Tomb of the Bulls, Hunting. Hunting and Fishing. The Baron. I prefer this one. And then for the other, I will add the Triclinium and the Leopards. In fact, I think this one I'm going to remove. Because I'm adding too many. Triclinium is this one, if I remember well, yes. Triclinium. And here, Leopards. That one is this one. Some of the augurs. Some of the Triclinium. And some of the Leopards. Finally, ceramics with Greek influence. Buchero is the ceramic type of ceramic very polite. That's all. I'm going to cut this. Okay. This one is finished. Now just miss the artworks. Introduce map, architecture. Mars, Oratio, Temple of Minerva. Okay. And this is not Roman. Etruscan. Okay, this one is finished. Now, starting finally with Rome. Roman art. At the end of the 8th century BCE, the Italian peninsula was inhabited by different peoples. The Sabines and Latins founded Rome in 753 BCE. There were 3 stages. The monarchy ruled by Etruscan kings over everyone. The Republic, in which the Romans made numerous colonizations. And what is this? In the Republic, in which the Romans made numerous colonizations and conquests, defeating in the called Punic Wars two important armies as the Carthaginians and the Empire, starting with Augustus, that due to the impossibility of governing as magnum territory, it is chosen to establish a new political system, headed by an emperor with the territory divided into provinces. This is map. This is the Capitoline Hill and the periods. More of the period. This is the social classes. Okay, let's see how I structure this. Italic Peninsula and the Villanovians. These people settled in the Capitoline Hill, a little zone of the Italic Peninsula. Capitoline Hill. And here, mythology. Publio Virgilio Varron, poet of the 1st century BCE, that wrote the Aeneid, a poem that Augustus asked him to glorify him and Rome, relating it with the Greek gods. Aeneas is a Trojan hero that has to go to the Italic Peninsula to create Rome because the gods said him that it was his fate. In the way, he stops in Carthage, falling in love with the Queen Dido. When he has to go because it was his fate, Dido suicides and curses the Romans. That is the explanation about the Punic Wars. Finally, Aeneas established Alba Longa. It's very quick summary. I don't have much to add because it's basically this. Aeneas and the Trojan survivors go away from Troy when it was conquered. Then they sail in the ocean, and it's like they have to arrive to Italy and create a new kingdom because the gods said so. They arrive Carthagos, and then Aeneas and Dido fall in love, and Aeneas is going to stay there. But Jupiter says to Aeneas that he has to continue the journey, and so he abandons Carthagos. When he has to go, then Dido feels very sad, and at the end he suicides, and this is the reason why the Romans and the Carthaginians are enemies. Then he continues his travel and until reaching Italy, and there he meets the Latino king, and he's going to marry with his daughter Lavinia, but Turno, that is the original man who is promised to marry Lavinia, he gets angry and declares war to Aeneas. So there is war. The Latino kings wants peace. Sorry, but Turno wants war, and then they have war. At the end, Aeneas kills Turno, and this is how war ends. And finally, he sets in there. Then there is the foundation of Alba Longa, and then there is Rea Silvia. Then I will talk about that in a moment. Just give me a second. I put this and I continue. Julio Virgilio Marón. So how the story continues, because Romulus and Remus are the descendants of Aeneas. So this is like the son of Aeneas is called Ascanio, and he founds the city of Alba Longa. And then the genealogy, let me search for it. So I don't say confusing things. Yes, this will be enough. So here you see Venus, Aphrodite has a kid with Anchises, and this kid is Aeneas. Aeneas is married with Creusa, that is from the Trojan population, and then they have Ascanio. Ascanio founds Alba Longa city, and then there are kings and such, and this is important. There is Numitor, that is the king, and Amulio wants to be the king, so he dethrones Numitor, and sends Rea Silvia away. Let me remember. Yes, that Rea Silvia must be a virgin, a vestal. But the god Mars, that is Ares in the Greek mythology, has relations with Rea Silvia, and she's pregnant, and the children are Romulus and Remus. So Amulio throws Rea Silvia and Romulus and Remus to a river. Rea Silvia is saved by the Tiber River, and Romulus and Remo are saved by a wolf, that is the Luperca wolf. I saw the picture before, but I saw it again. So this is the Lupercal wolf, and later they are saved by something else. Let me remember. Just by a man of the king, and they were taken. Yes, there was some conflict. Like they grow up, and there's some conflict, and they are taken and they are taken to Numitor. And then it is how it is discovered that Numitor and Romulus and Remus are family, and then they make alliance to overthrow Amulio, and this is how Numitor goes back to the throne and such. And then the foundation of Rome. Romulus made a perimeter, like the lines for the new city, and he said, anyone who crosses this perimeter is going to die. And then Remus crosses the perimeter just to have some fun and love, and Romulus kills him. So this is why Romulus is the king, the first king of Rome. Then there are some other myths related to the early phases of Rome, like the rape of the Sabines. There is also a painting about that. And now I'm just talking about mythology, not talking about Roman art. So I'm going to show some paintings from European art, but these are not Roman art. So it is this painting or this one. So the rape of the Sabine is because when Rome is founded, most of the people are men, not women. So they need women. And for this, they ask women from everywhere to come to Rome, but they don't want. So what they do is they make a festival and invite everyone. And when they come to the festival, then they steal the woman, like they capture the woman and take them in and keep them in Rome. And then all the men of other cities try to make war, but then the women say, no, don't do war because these are our husbands. So it's like they steal the woman, and the woman marry with people from Rome, and then when there is war to rescue the woman are already used to the new life, so they are in death. So this is just another myth. Another is about the Sibylline books. Sibylline books. Not sure if there is a painting about this. This is from Michelangelo. Well, the Sibylline books, it's they are books with great knowledge and prophecies and such, like very important books. Here the main characters are the Sibylle of Cumas. I'm not sure if it is a Sibylle. I'm not sure if it is Sibylle. I'm going to use translator. The Sibyl, okay. The Sibyl of Cumas and Tarquinius Superbus. Tarquinius Superbus was a Roman king. The story is the Sibyl of Cumas went to Tarquinius Superbus and she said him, I have these 9 books full of prophecies and important things, and I am going to sell to you. Do you want them? But Tarquinius say no, they are too expensive. So the Sibyl destroyed 3 books, and then she goes away to Tarquinius. I have destroyed 3 books, but there are 6 more. Do you want them? But the price for the 9. And Tarquinius said no, they are still too expensive and it is too much. So the Sibyl destroys another 3 books. So now there are only 3 books remaining because the Sibyl destroyed 6 books. The Sibyl goes again to Tarquinius and she said, there are only 3 books remaining. I sell you for the price of the 9. And then Tarquinius, fearing that the Sibyl will destroy the last 3 books, he ended buying these last 3 books for the price of the 9. These 3 books were saved in the temple of Jupiter Optimus Maximus, that later I will talk more about that, and they were very important books for the Roman people. So these are the more important myths. There are a few others that I'm just going to say very quickly. There is one that is called Oratio and the defense of the Brits. This is like a battle between Romans and Etruscans, and there was a man called Oratio that protected the Brits of the entrance of Rome. The bridge was destroyed to prevent the entrance of the Etruscans, and Oratio was saved by the river and he returned as a hero. Then there is also this painting, the judgment of the Orati, oath of the Orati, that this is a dispute between Romans and Curiatios for Alba Longa. Just another story. There is another that is called, oh, and by the way, Oratio and the Brits. I think there was also a painting for this. Something like this. In enough. Another one is one called Camilo. He was boss of the Roman army and he conquered the Etruscan city of Veii, opening a tunnel underground to go through the walls. And I don't know if there is a Roman general, Roman army. Not sure if there's going to be anything about this, but anyway. And then another one that is fun. The geese that saved Rome. There were some barbarian enemies attacking Rome, and the barbarians were going to conquer the Capitolium. But some geese gave the alert and they were aggressive to the invaders. This put the Romans into alert, and so they fought against the invaders. Let's see if there is a painting of these geese that saved Rome. Well, this one not very good. Geese in the Capitol. This one is better. Geese of the Capitoline Hill. So it's something like this. It's like dogs in current times when they bark when someone approaches. So it's something like that. And then there, I also include, this is not really related to Roman, but just naming because I should have done in the Greek episode about Atlantis. The city of Atlantis that is mentioned by Plato, the gods that protected the island was Poseidon, and the first king was Atlas. And Atlantis was sunk. Just another myth. And well, before the end, I think this is pretty obvious, but just saying that the gods in Roman mythology are basically the Greek gods, but with a name change. And it is because they mixed the deities from the Etruscans with the Greeks. So it's like Greek and Roman gods. So this table is the very basic: Apollo, Bacchus, Ceres, Coelus, Cupid, Diana, Hercules, Juno, Jupiter, Latona, Mars, Mercury, Neptune, Minerva, Pluto, Proserpina, Saturno, Venus, Vulcano, and such. This picture is also good. And it's royalty free, so I think I'm going to use it. Roman gods. too lazy to remove the. See, I won't use it just because this very annoying. Just this the same. Anyway, not going to lose more time in this. So the end is the end of Greco-Roman mythology comes with Christianism. The oracles fall in disuse, the temples were abandoned, the festivities were forgotten. And with Christianity, the Greek and Roman gods stopped being adorated on slots. This is all I had to talk about Roman mythology. I think this I'm going to delete. This I'm going to delete. This one is fine. As very big picture for the periods. Scan order. Let's see how. Yes. Art. Built at Roman mode, decorated with Greek style. It is the use of arch and architrave with columns. Tuscan order like Doric order but with basement. Composite order mixed between Ionic and Corinthian order. And then these are the vaults and the dome. I feel a bit lazy for changing this, but I want to do it fine. So with the order here I'm going to add vaults. Vaults and nothing else because on cupole dome. Vaults and domes. I'm going to translate. Barrel, not very sure if this is called like this. Okay, yes. Barrel vault. Groin vault. Okay. These are the very basic shapes, so I'm just going to add this. I just didn't remember these words. Arts. Budget column and pilaster. And this barrel bowl. This was drawing bolt. And this the dome. And this building is the pantheon that will appear later. This is for the introduction. Okay, now the first chapter at last. Urbanisms. The Roman cities have their origins in military camps. They are walled. They are structured around two perpendicular axes, north-south Cardo and east-west Decumanus. In the center is the main public space, Forum. They are equipped with public buildings and facilities, theaters, amphitheaters, circuses, fountains, baths, more. This one, the Journeys of Aeneas. This one is very nice. It is this one, yes. Rome. Capitoline Hill. Oh, this is the Cardos and the Decumanus. I'm going to put this here. Capitoline Hill. The Capitol is the smallest of the hills that form Rome. However, from the beginning, it was the most important place of the city and perhaps the oldest in a street case. I don't know what this means. The oldest in all languages. The oldest of all. Too bad. Oh, this picture is also very good. Where is that picture? Is this? For this. This one. And then another one. For this. I just don't know about the connection. Temple of Jupiter Optimus Maximus, a very important temple dedicated to Jupiter, Zeus. This temple had the Sibylline books, the prophecy books. Most of the things in this art chapter are going to be architecture. Just say. I love the name of this temple, it sounds so powerful. Temple of Jupiter Optimus Maximus. I'm being told that my stream is going bad because connection and I don't know what to do. I just don't know. I'm going to restart the whole internet even if I have to stop this stream.